Hi, welcome back to A Coastal Thrifter. Chris here, and Dave is actually coming. We were dropping off a package at the post office this morning, and we are heading up to Defuniak Springs today because Dave has to go to the dental college. And say hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
And I am going to visit one of my favorite thrift stores in Defuniak, the Matrix, while we're up there. So I hope you enjoy. Come along and see what we can find. So it's been a while since I have been up here to the Matrix thrift store. A couple months actually. This is a little bit of the footage of the ride up there. I know it's going by really fast. This was the slowest time lapse I could manage on my phone. Anyways, this is heading on to I-10 and towards Defuniak Springs. I'm going to let Dave off at the dental college, and then I'm going to head over to the Matrix to the Redemption Boutique. And here we are, turning the corner to the Redemption Boutique, which is part of the Matrix Community Outreach. I just call it the Matrix Thrift Store. It's the easiest for me to remember, but technically speaking, it is the Redemption Boutique, so I'm going to refer to it as the Matrix, though. And because I think Matrix is just cooler, right? And look at this parking lot. It's a little bit wonky. There's this kind of slope thing here, but there's always a place to park. It's a small parking lot, but I've always managed to find a spot when I get up here, so it's never been like where I couldn't get in. And here we are approaching the store. It looks like they have some sales advertised. We have yellow tags, 50% off. And at the front of the store, they have a few racks and some bins here with some plush. I really don't know enough about plush, so I just left the plush behind. But these were like brand new clothes on this rack. They had their nicer things up front. Sometimes you go to a thrift and they'll have like the things that they're clearancing, and the sale items will be out front for super cheap. But this one had their nicer things up front. And right away when I walked in, this was behind the register. Look at these gorgeous little oil lamps. Oh my gosh. And they're just the prettiest color, kind of olive green. And then this one was more of a reproduction lamp, but gorgeous glass shade on that one. There was a pair of Coach slides. They had the luxury goods up front. These they were asking $30 for. So they've marked up all of their designer name brands. This was a name I wasn't familiar with, Jim Burrier or Bunnier or whatever. And I believe that's actually a Free People brand. I did look it up. There's some Birkenstocks men's are rather large, size 45. So I would say those are probably 11s or 12s. And there's two pairs of those, and they wanted $30 a piece on those. They're more of a winter shoe, and I might have picked them up, but I decided to leave those for somebody else. Here's a nice case full of jewelry. I zoom in, I saw those adorable little sterling silver dolphin earrings. They were asking only $9 on those. And look at this teeny tiny little microscope, $40. That must be something special. I don't know. Anyways, I was just kind of looking through. I'm always on the hunt for old turquoise for myself. I don't know enough about the costume jewelry to start buying it in the thrift stores yet, really. Coming back here, there's the shoe rack. This is where they sell more of the just everyday pairs of shoes. It's a very small store, really, but I'm never, ever disappointed when I come here. Those are so fancy. Look at those. They're not my size, and they're not a name brand, so I left those behind, but a fancy shoe that was with those jewels on there. And look, the tchotchke shelves. I can't even. The store is lit. The sign is not lit, but the store is lit. Oh my gosh, look at this cute little frog. This is Blue Sky Clay Works. And it's absolutely gorgeous, very froggy. And here is an old insulator. I did not know that was an insulator. I picked it up. It was super heavy, like 5 8 pounds. And I looked it up later, and I was like surprised that those actually sell around $45. And then there was this little baggie with these curious glass things in there. They're open in the back, but I have no idea what those are. Do you know what those are? I found these. These were super cool. I thought very dark academia, had a nice academia vibe. The little horse head chess pieces. And oh my gosh, look at this dress. It's so piratey. Like, Billy Bowlegs Festival is coming up down here, and I thought that dress looked perfect for one of those Bowlegs balls. So piratey. They were asking like $60 on that dress, so they did have it marked up a bit. I think this might have been Homer Laughlin pottery. And look at this adorable little clay pear thingy here. It says a tea light holder. It's Blue Sky Clay Works. And oh my God, it matches my moon cat. I'm wearing the color today called Prickly Pear. And I would find a pear while wearing Prickly Pear. Of course, I put it in the cart. Then check out this cute little Western style bag. This was a wool carpet style bag. They were asking $20 on it. I thought it was giving real coastal cowgirl vibes. And again, just a nice, cool little coastal Western look. But the straps on it were real cheap. And I thought, maybe not $20. I might have done 10 on that. Here's a little Coach sunglasses holder. They wanted $8 for that. That is just a couple dollars more than I would pick up for resale, but it was still in really nice condition. Then I started looking through the ties, the men's ties. The last time I was here, I wasn't really looking at ties at all. So they had quite a few to look through. And I'm still learning about what brands of men's ties sell the best. But typically for a nice man's tie, in resale, you can get somewhere between $10 and $20 for them. So I'm just going by my gut on which ones I think look really nice and are in the best condition and are stylish. And it's kind of an intuition thing. I like anything that is by an Italian designer, of course. This one was weird, very retro, very 1990s, and this one was really, really old. That one from the 70s for sure. I don't necessarily pick up old vintage ties. There are quite a few of them out there. Then I found a little knit tie here, not Ralph Lauren like I would hope for, but still very popular right now. And this one was just gorgeous. It has this beautiful, almost iridescence to it. It's kind of a deep navy and yellow dot silk tie with a beautiful sheen. I put that one in there. That one was really cool. This one here had kind of a floral paisley thing going on. Gorgeous tie. So, you see I'm not necessarily picking up the run-of-the-mill old striped ties. This one here had little sailboats and anchors on it. And it was by Minotti, and I thought it was giving real yacht rock vibes. Then look at this old sombrero. They wanted, I think, 25 or 30 for it. I did not know that those are worth so much money. I should have carted that. I'll look that up later. And then old crayons, you guys, that should be on your radar. Those were not old. Those were new. Here I am carting those horsehead chess pieces, the knights. And old crayons, I think somebody has done a video somewhere. There are certain colors of old Crayola crayons that are worth a lot of money. They're like collectible. I need to figure that one out. That's one I need to do some research on. Can you see here just how many cool things they have up here at the Matrix at Redemption? Look at this. This is a sculpture from Ghana. I do put this down so I can Google it. but I'm like very drawn to it. It was hiding on the bottom shelf in the back. Hidden. I love those. Some of the best things I've ever found were on the bottom shelf in the back. Like when I found that Lalique vase at Goodwill last year. Okay, so this one definitely carting the little blue sky Clayworks. Yes, indeedy. So cute. So cute. I mean, it won't fetch a whole lot. They're asking $12 for it. But yeah, that people do like the blue sky. They do collect it. It's not super high-end stuff, but it's, a safe bet for a bread and butter item. Look at this cute little chicken. Chicken. Little tiny chicken plate. Interesting colors on that, I thought. Not your typical. And then they had these little like keychain bookmark holder things that were made out of old license plates, or I don't know, reproduction license plates or something. They didn't look like real old license plates, but what a fun idea. Like you could take that idea and roll with it if you had an antique booth. Make you some little bookmark keychain holders out of old license plates. Cool little peace sign trinket dish. They wanted $4 on that. This, I couldn't decide if this was Natural Life or Pioneer Woman. And then, oh my gosh, look at this old piece of chalkware. He's a funky little clown. I'm not super big on clowns, but I just decided to leave him, but I probably should have picked him up. I don't know. I have a piece of chalkware already, a couple pieces that really haven't moved out of my collection on in the store, so... And then look at this beautiful little funky hand-blown, hand-molded glass. It's got like seed bubbles in it. It's giving like fire and light vibes. I Googled it and I couldn't find out anything about it, so I left it behind. Then I found a pair of really nice feather Waverly pillows in this beautiful cranberry color with kind of a tea rose pattern on one side and stripes on the other. They're very coastal granny. And I found out from thrifting and talking to other thrifters that Waverly is a good brand to buy. So yeah, I thank you for turning me on to Waverly pillows. I put those in the cart, yes. And then here's a bunch of scrapbooking stuff. That old Lark sewing machine is still there. They still want like $60 for it. Definitely a unique piece. They always have just such a neat collection of things here. I really can't wait till the next time I come back to this store. Dave has another dental appointment coming up in June, so I am definitely going to be visiting again. I don't know if this was ebony wood or what. This was just a big, unique bowl, like a console bowl, a little too big for me to want to deal with because space is starting to get limited. But wow, what a cool ethnic looking piece that is. And yeah, just checking out the candle holders and things back here, a bunch of little candle things. They had a little bit of yarn, earthy colors, not the best colors. And then here was some air dried clay. Always checking through. There was some foam letters back there, lots of cheap ribbon. Lots of floral and dried floral. Oh, all the stamps. This whole bucket was full of rubber stamps. Full of rubber stamps. If you need rubber stamps, get up to the Redemption Matrix bookstore. Really cool little leopard print bag. Looking at all the backpacks here. And then I found this Love Brighton backpack. That's a Hogwarts there. That's a Hufflepuff, I think. And yeah, I'm about to locate it here. I don't show myself carting it, but I did end up carting this. It's brand new, Love Brighton bag. I knew it looked familiar, and yeah, I just had a feeling that I needed to cart that. And here is that old Federal glass bubble style stuff with the bubble handles. $30 they were wanting for each one of those sets, which is a reasonable price. There was still a little bit of meat on the bone there, but not really enough for me to want to take it home. And oh my gosh, the lamp collection. Look at the Eiffel Tower one. That's insane. Just so cool. They always have so many lamps up here. This is the very back room where they keep all of the dishes and things. Look at this whole set of Fire King mugs. They wanted, I think, $4 or $5 a piece on those, which is, a good retail price for them. I think there was, about 6 of them. There was 4 of the green ones and a yellow and an orange and a couple other unique higher end mugs sitting on that table. And then in the back, they had even more mugs, stacks and stacks and stacks of dishes. Some of these dishes, you just kind of got to go through the stacks. You have to kind of rearrange to dig down. I'm really not buying individual plates right now. Looked at those tumblers real quick, but they were flash painted. I thought maybe if they were hand blown. Here is a whole set of Campbell's soup plates and bowls. This is vintage for sure. Probably 1980s, but wow. What a beautiful large set. I think they wanted 30 for the whole set, 25 or 30. I have a bowl like this at home. I think this might be Viking. It's definitely mid-century. I believe it's part of a chip and dip set. That it's a real super heavy bowl. Tempted to buy that and bring home another one, but I left it behind. This cute little mushroom mug, definitely old, unique looking little mug. Here's another Amcol mug, but at $3, there wasn't enough meat on the bone for me to take that up. I can resell those for around $15 usually, the Amcol mugs. All those Thomas Kincaid mugs. Oh my God, the bunnies. I love the bunnies. I gotta love the bunnies. Those were so cute. Oh my God, I couldn't even. They were roller skating bunnies. How adorable are those? Definitely vintage. And there's some Sanyo plates down there with that pretty seaside pattern, colorful. Some little gold rimmed teacups there. Yeah, you never know what you'll find digging through some of these old things here in these little shops. It doesn't hurt to look. It's always worthwhile to go through, take your time, look high, look low. You never know what you'll find. And then I found this in the next room over, this beautiful little Bolshevik Polish pottery egg plate. And they wanted $17 for that, which, I decided to go ahead and cart it. We're going to rescue that and send it on to someone who loves Polish pottery. It needs to be with a set. That's pretty. How pretty. What a princess dress. It even says princess, American princess in there. How much? $30. It's on the higher end. But my goodness, look how pretty with all the jewels. Oh, my granddaughter would look adorable in that. I saw this Disney princess, little, I wouldn't call it a painting, but wall hanging. And I was tempted on this one, but it was really dirty, so I left it behind. It's had a little bit of dirt in the back. That would have been really cute in certain little girls' rooms. Here is Elsa's horse, water horse, $3.50. Here is a Tommy Hilfiger bag. Now, Tommy is kind of gaining popularity again. I was looking at this little bag to see what have we here. Is that a fossil? What kind of bag is that? Then there was this Anne Klein bag here with the patent leather on the bottom. It was a little bit scuffed up, but not too bad. It's not a good bag for resale. There isn't a lot of value in the Anne Klein, but I like them personally. I already have a patent Anne Klein bag. There's just something about that lion logo. This bag said ho 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 or something like that on there. I haven't been able to find out anything about this bag. If you know that brand, please drop me a line and let me know. Look at this cute. I don't know if that's Shein or vintage. What do you think? Some of those Shein things kind of have a vintagey look and they can fool you. Another little Vera bag. They were like $9-10 on the Vera. I'm not sure what that bag is. It didn't feel very high quality. Same thing with this backpack. It didn't really feel very high quality, but it had a cute little smiley face on it. This was something from a Disney cruise, like a little toiletry package. And then I looked up and saw this. I was like, oh my God, tie-dye. And then I saw that iconic lip logo there on the zipper, and I knew right away,
like that.
This was Betsy Johnson. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. And she came home with me. Now I did pay $15, and here's my gratuitous selfie.
Wow. So I had such a great
selfie.
time today up here at the Matrix in Defuniak Springs. I am late now to go pick up Dave from the dental college. I guess he tried texting me and I didn't get the text. So I am on my way. Dave, hold tight. But oh wow. I think since this video is running a little long, I'm just going to pop some comps in at the end. Thanks you guys for hanging out with me. Peace out. Like and subscribe if you have a chance, if you haven't yet. I appreciate all your support. You guys rock. Bye.